AI-powered Firewatch tool for Ring users. Jamie Siminoff joins me now live in studio for a Fox Business exclusive. You sold Ring to Amazon several years ago for about $1 billion, but you are still in it big time. How'd you come up with this idea?
Well, the idea for Firewatch, I mean, I literally was in the fire fighting it. I mean, I was lucky where my house was. It kind of came a little later. We had water in our hoses, so I was able to fight it. But I saw that firemen were going sort of every which direction, that they didn't know where the fire was. And we had over 10,000 cameras in that area. And so I'm sitting in this fire thinking, like, we can solve this. We know how to do this. And with AI, we can figure out where the fire is, where it's not, and create a live fire map for them. And so working with Watch Duty, we now have this system that when a fire happens, people can opt in and see where, and now we can see where the fire is, and hopefully the resources can be deployed better. And then the question is, like, did we have enough resources there? Maybe if we had better data, we could have put the resources onto the things earlier. And if we had done that, maybe the fire would have been more contained. I don't think we would have stopped certainly what happened, but could we have had a better outcome and really also saved lives? People died in this thing. It wasn't, this was terrible.
Tell me how it works with Watch Duty. I was obsessed with Watch Duty during the fires because all my siblings live on the west side of Los Angeles. And that saved, I'm sure, a lot of people. But the original worst part of the fires, I mean, you saw palm trees exploding. There were horrible, horrible lines and lines of cars that had just been burned out. People fled because they didn't have enough signs early. What will this do?
So certainly it gives earlier signs. The one problem is they don't know where the fire, it's the fog of war. You don't know where the fire is. You know where the main fire is, but this thing's jumping. These embers are jumping like a quarter of a mile, half a mile. And then if you can get to them quickly when they're just smoldering, you can put them out with your feet. The problem is then they smolder, they become a fire, they start burning houses down, then you have another fire, and then you're boxed in because now it's gone around you, then you can't evacuate. Watch Duty, who we're working with, is the de facto in fire. The police are using it, the fire department's using it, the command center's using it, everyone's using it. So if we can, we're now going to be feeding our information, giving them more data for live.
Visual information from the Ring cameras?
Actually, no, we're doing AI, so we're looking for embers, we're looking for smoke, we're looking for fire. We're going to help build a live fire map in real time. No one's ever done this. And now the command center hopefully can say, whoa, there's like a little smoking thing of trees over here. We're going to go put that out with one engine before it needs all the engines to go over there.
The AI sees it through the lens of people's Ring cameras.
Yes, because we had, like I said, we had over 10,000 cameras in the fire zone when this was happening. So 10,000 cameras.
That's a massive daisy chain of eyeballs, granted artificial eyeballs, but yes. People are too busy to pick up the phone and start calling the police saying my Ring cameras.
But they're also evacuating and they're trying to help their families. Like, they shouldn't be watching their Ring. I mean, they can watch the Ring cameras to see how their house is doing. We did, but there should be a system that's watching all of these. And so now we have this massive amount. We can put this massive amount of computing into this and look for this and hopefully help. It's not going to stop fires, but hopefully it helps becoming what this one became.
Does it detect smoke?
Smoke, embers, and fire. So it's going to be, we're going to keep working on it, iterating on it, but it'll hopefully be the most early warning and millimeter accuracy map that now is live in a command center and that we can now deploy resources efficiently. And if we do that, again, maybe in the Palisades, which is where I was, maybe there were enough firemen there. I mean, those people were heroes, but without data, it's very hard for them to find where the fire is.
Exactly where it was. So, question, if I have an existing Ring doorbell, do I have to get a new one to have Firewatch put in?
You have to do anything. You're going to get an alert. Hopefully you never get an alert, but if something like this is happening, you're getting an alert and you just opt in and say, yes, I want to add my camera to Firewatch for 24 hours. And then we start looking through AI, putting it into the Watch Duty system, and we go.
So this is a good use of artificial intelligence. How do you view AI separate from this very great idea?
So, I mean, we're also using AI. We have another system called Search Party for Dogs, where if your dog is missing in a neighborhood, like we live in the same neighborhood, your dog's missing, it's going to say, Jamie, this dog that's missing looks like this dog in front of your house. Do you want to contact your neighbor?
Oh.
So we're and right
now. That's
now,
already in existence?
It's already,
how's it working?
We launched it in November. We are one dog per day is being reunited right now with their families. It is like literally incredible. It's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. And like, for me, most people, the dog is a family member.
Does it, well, Kat, Does it do cats too? You got to do cats. Come on, I'm both a dog and a cat person.
So we launched this thing and someone says to me, Jamie, look, you hate cats? I'm like, no, I don't hate cats. Cats are super fast. The little cats are they're like bullets. And so we will do cats. We just wanted to start with dogs. They're a little bit slower. Dogs they're just a little sleepier. So they're easier to sort of find a dog. Cats we will do. We'll add cats.
I will say this. I am a true crime fan. And I have seen more forensic files and more Dateline than probably anybody. And Ring cameras have been used to solve very terrible crimes, murders in some cases. I mean, the most recent Ring was used to detect the shooter at Brown University who killed people, and also the Charlie Kirk alleged assassin.
Yeah, I mean, in the Brown shooting was just an awful tragedy. And it was amazing to be able to be part of, build, this is where I'm an inventor. And so my invention was to make neighborhoods safer and to see how
this is the Providence Ring video.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible that our, and what we're doing is we're just creating a system where the local police can ask for footage when something happens. And of course, if you're in Providence and the Brown shooting happens, of course you want to help and add your footage. And then they were able to use it very efficiently. Again, now they're being inundated when this is happening, and this allows them to have a system to do this, to ask people in the neighborhood. The neighborhood then can say, yes, I want to give you the footage. It's very efficient, and it did help lead to this.
Yeah, you don't have to give it.
Of course not.
But who wouldn't want to in that case if there's a murderer running loose?
What we are building is a way for people to come together when things happen. Firewatch, search party for dogs, community alerts. These are things that allow neighbors to come together when they want to, and then have your full privacy throughout the whole process.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, because I know you guys have said no, but there are some activists who say, oh, Ring is sharing video with ICE, with the immigration police. Can you just answer that?
We're not. It's just a no, flat out.
Okay. Privacy concerns, familiar faces feature. Tell us what that is, and some people are a little anxious about that as well.
Yeah, and I think people are anxious around AI, anxious around facial recognition. These are new things. I get that, but I have it set right now that when my son walks up to the house, I get an alert. I want that. I want my kid. I think what we have to switch is AI. We have to switch it backwards. It has to be IA. It's an intelligent assistant. And don't we all want an intelligent assistant? If we had someone at our house, if we could afford to have someone at our house all the time, wouldn't we want them to say, your son just got home? This happened. So what we're building
or
is
your son just snuck out.
Or your son just snuck out. He is 17, so yeah. I guess it's I probably ruined every 17-year-old, including my son. But you want that intelligent assistant, and so we're using these things for that. And I think our neighbors, which is what we call our customers, when they use this, certainly seem to like the features and want more of it.
I have multiple Ring cameras for security, and I love catching a little red fox, an actual red fox. Okay, I live in New Jersey, 5 seconds from the city. There's a little red fox who runs around at night. So
people love the wildlife stuff. It's probably one of the things we get the most viral videos. Bears opening doors. I mean, there's some crazy stuff that happens, and it's all caught.
Jamie, good to see you, and thank you very much for developing Firewatch.
Thank you.